dot on this Tuesday morning, February the 10th. Holy
Already.
Moses, we're already... Now, this month is flying by.
Rolling.
Now, the other month, January, I swear it seemed like it was January for a year. Until the last 2 days, and it rolled up quick. The one thing about January that's kind of messed up is that you're either going to have the 29th or you're not. But that either way, it's a short month. And so when your bills are due and you're used to getting that full 30 days, February says, nah, we're going to cut that short.
We'll see how good you are at scrambling.
Yes. Which I don't think is fair because, most people, you get a 30-day and then you don't
understand it. I've never really, I don't know the history of February, why it's that way.
Well, it doesn't make any sense because some months have that 31 in there.
That's
and
right.
then February, you either
Just
are
cut
missing
one of those back to 30,
two,
right?
or you're missing one. Like, give February one already. Just, kind of like when somebody at work needs some vacation days and you loan them some of yours, loan them a day.
It's something to do with the Earth moving around the sun.
I want to say like equinox and stuff, but I don't even know that that's right. That just sounds like me trying to be smart and not hitting the mark.
The way that we spin on our axis.
Yes.
And every 4 years we need to add another days, not to mess up everything, which I don't know how that would matter.
I used to say that.
Think about what a date really is, though, isn't it? It's just something that a person invented to keep up with time.
What time?
To track time. That's the only reason we have it.
I used to say the Earth spun on its axle.
Oh, you did?
For the longest time.
Did you grow up with some mechanics in the household?
Yes.
Hearing the word axle, thinking that's what it was.
I mean, it sounds good.
It does, and it's understandable. It's close.
It's close
just
enough
a couple
for
letters
country,
off, that's all. But yeah, February is just a little different. Always, of course, it always has been, but... What is it? Every 4 years, right? Is leap day?
Yeah, but I don't know. Are we having one this time? I don't know.
No. I think that was just a couple years ago. So it'll be, I think, 28. I think it's 24. I think it's every 4 years. I'm not. Okay. I think I'm right.
I don't know.
I could look it up.
Keep up. Look, that's just too much for my brain.
All I have to do is I'll get some feed about it later, because my phone is listening.
Oh yes,
our phone is listening to us, and it's gonna help us find what we think about and talk about.
Mm-hmm. What was I talking
I love that
about?
commercial. Haven't you seen it where the guy says something about it? Said if you want something for your birthday, just go to your wife's phone and
start whispering it in.
I wish I had a new hunting rifle. And then the next thing you know, it pops up on her feed. And she's like, that would be a good idea for her.
How about that? Yeah, the
of course that works both ways.
Yes,
yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I wish I had some bling bling on my ring finger.
Yeah, exactly. Santa baby, right?
Yeah.
Give me a ring. I don't mean on the phone.
That's right. And Valentine's Day is in 4 days. I was aggravating last week about, Valentine's is a stupid holiday and all that. I really don't feel that way. I do feel like holidays are more commercialized, and I think some of them were really just making a lot of money, but I mean, that's all of them.
They're all that. Like, of course, right.
I mean, you go to St. Patrick's Day. Oh my gosh, the green stuff and the parties, Mardi Gras. Oh my gosh,
I always
the
get
Mardi
a new
Gras
hat
stuff.
at
Easter,
St. Patrick's Day.
Easter's wrapped up in the middle of spring stuff, and it's just like
you always have to have a new outfit or a new dress or a new suit or whatever, or new jacket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the way I looked at it was I was dressing up extra good for Jesus on that day,
Yeah,
so I was looking really for. Oh, I loved going Easter dress shopping.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes I remember one Easter, I got a long dress. It was purple because purple's always been my favorite color.
Oh, okay.
And I was so excited because I got the long dress. I wanted a bonnet. I don't know what made me decide that. I guess a Little House on the Prairie or something.
Yeah, right.
Something I saw
House on the
decided
Prairie.
I saw a girl in a bonnet and decided that's what I needed. The gloves, and I added the umbrella. My mom bought me the umbrella, and I mean, I'm with my little pocketbook hanging off my arm, my gloves, and my umbrella.
It's a parasail.
Yeah, I mean,
It wasn't an umbrella.
I'm sorry.
With that outfit, it would be called a parasail.
I apologize.
Well, you got to get it right. If you're going to
Well,
set
I'm
that,
so sorry.
you're going to lay that mood. You got
Why,
to
this
finish
Southern
it
Belle
out.
just didn't know.
Exactly. That's right. Now you do.
Now
Those
I
little
got
things
schooled.
are called parasails.
I got schooled at 7:05 on a Tuesday morning.
And it was not
really,
my intent.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it is.
Really, why is it called that? It's
Well, because it's really
it's
not for
more
rain. It's really
Right.
more for
looks. It's
looks
an
and the
accessory.
sun to keep the sun off of you.
Okay.
That's really what it's for. Like, your own shade.
Well, I guess that makes sense now because in the westerns you always see the ladies pop that umbrella and they stalk off.
Yeah,
You know,
that's right.
And it's
It keeps the
yeah,
dust off of them too.
The dust and the sun. Yeah, that makes
because
sense.
there
Yeah.
weren't too many paved roads back in the wild west. I don't think.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Well,
But
I
I
wasn't
had to
trying to
have it.
correct you. It's just, it's the same. It's the same difference. But
Well, and I wanted the stockings and the new shoes. I mean, my mom would curl my hair and I'd sleep in those curlers that were of the devil. Couldn't hardly sleep at night because they hurt my head so bad.
our granddaughter does the same thing.
I mean,
so
it
much
was
fun to watch,
I
and be around.
Just thought Easter was the best time, and
Yep.
then of course, you got to have your basket with your Easter stuff in it, and to me, it was this whole good day. We ate good. You went to church. You had good stuff going on at
That's right.
church. I mean, it was a family day too, and it was perfect. I loved it.
It really
Loved
is.
Easter.
And of course,
Getting a new
celebrating. The reason you're
outfit.
celebrating is, our
Yes.
saviors are, risen.
I want to dress up for him.
Well, back to Valentine's Day though, I
Yes.
heard some interesting things, and I don't know. I guess I can bring it up. Why not?
Sure, go ahead.
Tomorrow is like, I've never heard this term before. Have you ever heard the term break up Tuesday?
No, that's today though.
I mean, excuse me, Wednesday.
Break up Wednesday.
Yeah.
I have not.
And maybe it was break up Tuesday.
Oh, you
and
break
it
up
is
so you
today.
don't have to buy a Valentine's gift.
Exactly. And it said that 1 out of 4 Americans in this poll they did admitted they broke up with somebody right before Valentine's Day.
Which is such a cruel thing to do.
Oh gosh, it's like yeah, and it's like, well, what's the reason why? Well, one of the reasons was they didn't want to spend the money.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, I
this
guess
is
if it's
why,
somebody you don't really care for,
and this is why somebody would feel that Valentine's is a stupid holiday or
Yeah.
day of observation or observance or whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
Because, I mean, you get your hopes up thinking you're going to get a nice dinner, maybe some candies and a flower. If you've been dating a long time, you're wanting the bling. I mean, girls want the bling. And then you don't either
think
get
mine's made
broken
of real
up
gold.
with, or you get a cheapskate who doesn't do anything or does the bare minimum. Now, if you don't have it,
let's go to Sam's and get that $1.50 hot dog combo.
look, here's the thing with when I say cheapskate, I mean you have the money, you just choose not to do it. But if you truly don't have any money and you're like, hey, I would love to get you the world on a platter, but I can't.
Right.
So here's a poem I wrote for you, or
Wow.
here's a basket of some Dollar Tree candies and some popcorn. And a movie. Can we sit at home and rent a movie? And I completely get that. I at my age now, being married especially, it's not a big deal. Now, if it wasn't acknowledged at all, that would be a big deal.
There could be some trouble there.
There could be
huh?
some trouble at home.
Yeah.
But I don't have to worry about that because my hubby acknowledges the first date. He acknowledges the day we signed our marriage certificate. Also the day that we submitted it into the courthouse, which are 2 different days. So I get 2 anniversaries. And
It's like a festival.
yes. Yes,
The marriage festival.
It's October is the marriage month, so we're just gonna celebrate all the time. But so I mean, and any other day of the week, if I say, "Oh, I love these little socks. I wish I had another pair of them." Well, guess what? There they are on the porch.
Oh,
I
man,
like
I'm
this
terrible about
perfume. I
that.
would love to do something. He
I get
gets me the
hints dropped
perfume.
all the time, and I remember them much later.
Oh goodness.
I know it's
See,
bad.
well-
I need to keep my pad on me so that I can make a note,
Well-
and remember, make a list.
Hubby
But
is
I
very.
don't do that often enough, and it costs me.
He's compartmentally organizing his brain, So it is a slot for everything. So if I say I love XYZ, it goes right in the slot, and then when he's out, it automatically, it's like it lights up for him. Hey, don't forget, she said she loved Twizzlers. She said she loved gummy bears. She said she loved these types of chips. And I'll open the cabinet up, and my favorite things will be there. I mean, that right there is Valentine's every day.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point.
So I don't necessarily have to have all that. But he will, I know for a fact, he will do something small on Valentine's Day. We're not going to be able to go to dinner. I don't want to go to dinner on Valentine's Day, but we're going to be helping his daughter move.
Maybe cook out. Oh, you're going to be moving
Yeah,
that day?
she's moving. We're going to go.
It is on a Saturday,
morning.
so that's right.
So we'll
Bright and
either,
early, huh?
Yeah, we'll either do dinner. We'll probably do dinner Sunday or something. You know, I mean, it doesn't have to be on that day.
No, it doesn't. And like you said, you kind of celebrate it more often than one day anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you have all those others.
I gotta take this off. This is all right. I'll say good morning to some folks. Good morning to Mike with Coca-Cola, TNT Peanuts. Good morning, Ricky, and good morning, Josh. Thank y'all for watching and listening. It's 7:11. We got time to thank our morning show sponsors because I want to thank Coca-Cola, and there's a reason. And I always thank Coca-Cola, but there's a special reason this morning. So thank you to Chilton Mobile Home Supply. Appreciate y'all. Country Financial Insurance, Central Alabama Wellness, Coca-Cola. You can hear I'm getting the frog in my throat because I haven't had anything to drink this morning. All right, here we go. A 1 and a 2 and a... Oh, yeah, you wanted to do the echo.
I did, exactly. I did hesitate on purpose. You're so observant.
Okay. This is something my hubby bought me last night.
Nectar of the gods.
This is the new Cherry Float Coca-Cola.
Cherry Float.
Now, normally, I'm not a dirty soda kind of girl. Like, don't add flavors
I've heard that
to my
term
Coke.
going around.
Well,
Is that
they
what
add
that
all
means?
kind of they add all kind of different flavors to your soda and do things.
Got it.
And not a fan of that.
I learned something today.
Yes, I'm not really a fan of cherry Cokes or vanillas and do
Hard to beat
things
the
like
original.
that. Now here's the thing.
This says original taste.
This is not cherry Coke. This is cherry float.
Float.
Coca-Cola. I had this is new. This is a new flavor. Hubby bought it last night, and I was like, I don't know about this. I really wasn't on board because I'm like, don't mess with the real thing.
That's right.
Literally.
Yeah.
Don't touch it. I didn't want the new Coke. I want this is what I want right here. Actually, the original Coke in the Coca-Cola bottles that my granny used to give me, but this is a really
The little
close
6.5 ounce bottles.
second because
They were the best.
changed it and they had to change it back, and I don't know that they probably did get it exactly right, but I'm just erring on the side of caution and saying we're close enough for country.
Oh yeah.
This right here, this Coca-Cola float, cherry float, is delicious.
Is it got like cherry and like an ice cream, like
It
a
kind
vanilla?
of does, and it's
That's what I think of
if
a
you-
cherry float, right? It's an
Yes.
ice cream dish.
and when you have a Coke float, it just has a different kind of flavor. It's not really vanilla. It's just kind of has that. I can't explain it. It's absolutely wonderful.
But you like it. You can't explain
Yes,
that part.
I can't explain it. And I told Mike, I sent him a text last night. I said, I just had the cherry float Coca-Cola, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. And he said, well, guess what? You have on your next Coke delivery a whole case of it just for you. But I will share. I'm not greedy. I'll share. I'll let you guys have a sip.
I see the bottles got
Here's-
different colors on it. I like that.
Yes, it is very nice. And I'm going to, when we take a break, I'm actually going to get a little cup or something and pour some in a cup, and I want you to try it.
Okay, I'll try it.
I think you'll like it. I really do. I love it, and that's saying a lot. Now, I will say, I like the Dr. Pepper cream soda. Probably one of my favorite flavored type
Right.
of drinks like that. Matter of fact, at one point I drank way too many of those things, and I can say that because Coca-Cola actually does produce the Dr. Pepper here, so I can say that I like it and not be like.
I remember being
But
here at one
this-
time, brought in a Dr. Pepper, and you said, that's
Yep,
fine. That's
you can
part
do
of the
that. Yeah, the cherry
sponsorship.
float. Remember that cherry float.
cherry float.
Coca-Cola is amazing.
That's
And on that, we're going to take a break.
FLOAT.
And when we come back, we'll finish thanking the rest of our sponsors, and we're going to get to some Olympic stuff and some headline stuff and some stuff going on around the area. Yes, we got a lot to talk about. So we'll do all that when we come back. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike broadcasting live from the Clinton Track Studios. We'll be right back.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
Somebody'd ring the bell and I'd go get them their basket, keep their clothes safe.
We are back. The time is 7:18. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike on this kind of foggy Tuesday morning.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's
It
gonna
was
be
so
drizzly.
foggy from our house all the way down here to Clanton. It was so foggy.
Yeah, it was.
It
I
was
don't
scary
like it.
foggy,
I don't like that.
I know it.
Gives me, ooh.
But it looks like it's already cleared up out there right now.
Yeah.
So the heat'll take care of that. But boy, it was
But
bad
it's going to
this
be rainy
morning.
today. It's 60% chance of rain.
Later this afternoon. Yeah.
It's high 70.
Yeah.
But it's going to be
yeah,
cloudy today. It's
70.
not going to be pretty.
I heard Mickey Ferguson, the weather man, say.
Well, we don't care what Mickey says. We care what JP says.
Okay, well, JP Dice. they do work at the same station. JP probably put the report together for him.
He probably told Mickey what to say.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, he said it was going to be 73 today. Now,
Alexa said 70, but okay.
yeah, well, what does she know?
I don't know. Well, she can't even say my name right. She says, I said, Alexa, what's the weather? Good morning, Trezay. I was like, I told hubby,
So it's not French, okay?
She's
If
back
it was
to
French,
saying
that's
that
the way you
again.
pronounce it.
Like, I told her, I had to say my name stupid so that she could get it, and I had to spell it. And she goes, okay. And then she said it right.
All
And I was
right.
like, And now
But you remember it? Did she
She
remember
did
it?
not. She
She
now
did not.
she's
You would
back
think
to
with all this
Trezay.
intelligence out there, right?
Trezay. I feel
well, that
like
does sound kind of. I don't
it's like
know.
okay, but I mean, she was calling me the ex-wife's name, so I'll take it. I'll take Trezay. I mean, the ex-wife, great person, but I don't want to be called her.
I never thought
you know?
about that. As
I
being
don't
a
wanna be
factor
called-
in a household there.
Yeah.
What does
The
Alexa remember?
The first time that happened, you should have seen the look on my
Uh-oh.
husband's
You wanna
face.
did you-
He was like, oh, I guess I need to change
Update.
that. I was like, you think?
One more thing to update.
Probably need to do that. Yes, let's.
Yeah. Wow.
That
I never would have
poor thing.
thought about that though.
He went. His eyes got big as golf balls, and then he had got that nervous laugh going. Like,
Oh, I bet he did.
I guess I need to change that. And I was
Oh,
like,
boy.
yeah, you do. Make that priority one.
What would the look you would have shot him? What would that look like?
I went.
Can you remember? There you go. That's the one. That's all you need to see right there, buddy. You better jump to it.
Yeah.
that
All right. We were
change.
thanking our morning show sponsors.
Oh, yeah,
and we
that's
were
right.
on the Coca-Cola because, one, they give us all the Coca-Cola products that we want in exchange for us going, thanks. I don't know what that is, so it's just a cup. It's the only cup I
fishing
could find.
tournament.
And we were talking about the cherry float Coca-Cola. Now this one, I opened it last night, and then I guess I didn't have the top on good, and I didn't put it back in the refrigerator, so it kind of lost a little bit of its fizz, but you get the general idea. So I want you to taste it and tell me what you think, and be
All right.
honest. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I love it.
I think it does have the cherry and the vanilla.
The float is kind of a, but not
ice
like
cream, you know.
It does. I mean,
That's what a float
literally.
is. So, I mean, it's good. Don't
It's
get me
not-
wrong.
it's not like the
it's
cherry
exactly what
Coke.
it's as advertised.
Has that
But
float.
so is this.
Yes.
So I'm gonna,
So
I'm gonna
here
quickly
is-
cleanse
I feel
my
like
palate.
If you've ever seen Alabama Boss when they do taste tests, they do like, okay, so when you're seeing it on camera, you're seeing first and second. Okay, so yeah, this is number one, this is number two. I'm good with
I
that.
have no idea. I just have one out here. Well, we won't count the.
Yeah.
I looked at that at first. I said the Dyer Fishing Tournament.
What is that? I don't know.
Dre.
Dre. Oh,
D-R-E. I don't know what that is.
I have no idea what that's from. Those,
Maybe somebody out there
I
knows
washed
what
it out
that
for
is
you,
to
but that's
tell us.
all I can tell. I don't know where they came from. All right. Also, thank you to our Chilton Chamber of Commerce, Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Putter Up in Pelham. Don't forget, y'all, they are having their parent-child tournament Sunday, February the 22nd. It starts at 1 o'clock. 18 teams is all they're going to take. $40 per group. Top 3 teams win some prizes. And a portion of the proceeds go to Restoring Joy Recovery. And this is sponsored by Titleist. And, okay.
Oops.
I gotta have my pen. I gotta my fidget. They do ask that you make reservations, so you need to call or you need to go on their website, putterupbirmingham.com, and make your reservations there. Also, thank you to Woods Surfside Marina. They are your Bennington dealer. They're at Appel City and Logan Martin Lake. They're right on the lake, actually.
They got a big place
pull
over
up
there.
to them. Yes, they do. They have the boats. They have the service center.
Exactly.
And they actually, on the 4th of July, they put on one heck of a fireworks display.
I bet that
yes,
is beautiful
they
over the
do.
water like that.
They sure do. It is really, really, really spectacular. And they usually have like a food truck out there in the mornings during the summer, giving you breakfast and stuff. Because a lot of folks, I mean, when you're on the lake, while things are not really out of the way, they're not exactly,
Next door.
you have to go by water sometimes to get to stuff.
Yeah.
So they have it all there. They right there at Wood Surfside Marina, and they service Lay Lake and Lake Mitchell. So before you go anywhere else looking for a pontoon boat or whatever, you need to go see them.
Exactly.
Go see my friend Mark. Market 22, formerly Bees Market. For all your fresh meats and seafoods. And I think what I may do rather than us go out to dinner.
I was going to say the same
I
thing.
think
Go ahead. What are you going to say, rather? I think I was going to say the same thing.
Because Saturday, We'll probably be tired and stuff and not really want to go anywhere after we get help move. I think I'll just throw some stuff on the grill. I think that sounds like a great idea. I'll get some of those shrimp that are like literally, you call them, I was told they're prawns.
Prawns.
They're just big. That's the way I say it.
There's really just one syllable, but it's all right. You can stretch it out as long as you want to.
I'm just going to do me. How about that?
That's good. I was thinking the same thing, though, about grilling it. Put them on a skewer. Oh, I love to do shrimp on a skewer.
I do. I think that's what we'll do.
I love to watch my wife do it because she's really good at it.
Yeah, good steak already pre-seasoned and everything. I don't have to do anything but pop it on the grill. Let it sit.
Go see Scooter down there. He'll take good care of you.
Oh yeah. Also, this and that vinyl and workout anytime. They were on before and now they're back, and they got all kinds of great stuff out there.
Excellent.
The facilities are phenomenal. Not only do they have all the workout equipment you can imagine, they also have different classes that you can take. They have a hydro massage bed, and then they have 2 different massage chairs. Literally, you get in this thing, and it's almost like you're an astronaut or something. You sit in it, and you can adjust it, and you like go back, and your legs are like elevated, and this thing massages your legs and your back and your head and your arm. I mean, it's just like, woo, that thing is awesome. And they also have the red light therapy, the sauna, and then they have their tanning. To me, the premium membership is worth just the extra amenities that they have.
Alone.
But they want you to work out. I mean, that's the whole point.
Right.
Go in there and work
out.
out.
That's all part of your workout.
And the facilities are huge. I mean, it's not like there's only 2 treadmills, 2 ellipticals. They got more than one of stuff and plenty to go around. So,
excellent.
Yeah, go by and see my girl Kayla. All right, it is 7:27. We got a couple of minutes. Olympics are right now.
Over in Italy.
Milan. And they had to do it in 2 different locations in Italy because you got one that's down where some of these things are, but then you had to go somewhere else for all the skiing and stuff like that.
To the mountains.
To the mountainside. But as of right now, it looks like I think we're doing pretty good. We
USA.
have 9 gold medals, 9 silver, and 7 bronze. And I'm so glad I checked myself. Thanks to Mike going, I said, well, we have 200 and this and 100 and so much. And he was like, the game's just started. Are you sure? Well, what I was looking up.
That would be a heck of an Olympics for us.
When I looked up how many medals have we won in the Winter Olympics, it gave me for the all-time. So, for all-time Olympic medals, we have 330, and that's been since 1924, and we are in second place
overall with all
for the
Winter nations
Olympics.
And countries.
I didn't have a chance to look and see who's first, but I'm gonna say probably.
I would say either Russia or let's go with Switzerland.
I was gonna say Switzerland.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know though. Somebody's going to look it up.
I don't know.
If
somebody knows that, please let us know.
I have a feeling that's what's going to happen next.
And everybody was rooting for Lindsey Vonn. She is a skier, and she had some.
She's a long time skier. You know, she's been around for a long time.
She's 40 years old.
41. Yeah, I saw that.
And she was amazing, but she's had some injuries over the years that have kind of put her,
and she
as
retired.
Questionable. And she did
retired
retire
a couple years ago.
She had one crash several years ago. I don't know how she recovered from it.
If you've ever watched the downhill, I don't know what the speed is, but they are flying, and they've got to make these sharp turns. And
with these big old long skis.
Yeah.
And, well, she came out of retirement for the Olympics, and during the practice, she tore her meniscus, and she was like, well, I'm going to ski anyway. I guess I'm going to brace it. I'm going to do what I need to do.
How that would happen.
2 days ago, I think it was Sunday or Saturday, she
2 or 3 days,
had an accident where she had to be airlifted out, and it turns out that she has what they call a complex tibia fracture. And you even told me she had to have stabilizing surgery there
immediately, like emergency stuff.
Then has to go and have like big surgery.
That's right.
Her dad, I think it was her dad, made a statement that this did
That's what I understand.
end her career. Like, she is not going to be doing anything else. It's done.
Well,
I thought it was a lot for her to try it anyway at her age.
I think this was maybe her 5th Olympics or something. And
Yeah.
she's won several medals. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly how many, but several. That's how she became so.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have the skiing tour, to which she's dominated. Or dominated, I should say, for several years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sure that was heavy on her mind. It's hard for folks to give up something that they're so good at sometimes.
Well, and if you're in NFL sports, or if you're in
but I'm glad she's
Major
alive.
League Baseball or anything like that,
Yeah.
it is hard. I mean, it's
That
basketball.
day
It's
comes,
hard.
especially
Hard
when
to
that
let
first
go.
number in your age is, usually in the 4s.
Yep.
That's when it happens.
All right, it's 7:31. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got to tell you about a company who decided on Monday they were going to start firing people, and we'll tell you why and what company. And we're also going to talk about, you wanted to talk about this, the Bama player that took his position to court, and they gave him one ruling, and now they've reversed it and given him another one. So we'll talk about that for Alabama basketball. We'll talk about that when we come back. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. Stay with us.
Reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Need care fast? Come see us at Children Urgent Care, 1210 7th Street South in Clanton. We offer efficient care with minimal wait times and a wide array of services, including on-site x-rays, wound care, and quick assistance with urgent needs. Medicare and most private insurance and private pay welcome. No appointment needed. Walk in Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 8 to 4. Call 205-280-0620. Chilton Urgent Care. Quality care when you need it. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Are you tired of big box stores where you're just another number? You deserve better. Furniture that's built to last from people who treat you like family. At Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, we do things differently. As an employee-owned company, we take pride in personal service. We'll listen to what you need and help you find the perfect piece for your home from trusted, top-notch name brand. Whether it's a cozy sofa for movie nights, a dining set built for real life, or a recliner that melts the stress away, we've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, where you're not just a customer, you're family.
All right, we're back.
We are back. The time is 7:34. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Ricky just sent me some stuff on Lindsey Vonn. I want to get to that real quick because this is some stuff I didn't know about her. Lindsey has won 3 Olympic medals in her career, 1 gold and 2 bronze. She achieved her success at the Vancouver 2010 Games, gold in downhill, bronze in Super G.
Think about that now. That's 2010, 16 years ago. She would have been 25.
Well, get this. She's the only American woman to win an Olympic downhill gold.
Okay. I knew it was something distinguishing
How
about her.
about that?
Besides the fact, well, I mean, she's been obviously a great competitor.
Mm-hmm.
Just stuck around, maybe one race too many. But did you see how it happened?
No, I didn't see it because I don't want to watch people get hurt.
She's tearing down like I told you, they're making these hairpin turns, and she's already got, like you said, a bad knee, and she's had several horrific injuries.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I mean,
This
you're
is not her
hurtling
first
down the side of a
go-round.
mountain, something goes wrong, you're gonna get hurt. So she catches one of the flags, I guess, or poles or whatever they're called. Where
Was
you
it
turn.
like the front or the back of her ski or
It
something?
got caught like in her arm or something. She just got too close to it, I guess.
Oh no! Oh no!
And I mean, I don't know enough about it to say, why it happened or how it could have, but and then she just went tumbling, and then they had to bring in a helicopter and airlift her because she's on the side of a mountain. You know what I mean? I mean, this is not like she's out in the front yard, where it's perfectly level. But anyway,
goodness. That is
yeah.
awful. It says here that obviously she's regarded as one of the greatest ski racers in history. She has finished her career with 82 World Cup victories.
World Cup, that is the best. That's
Wow.
mostly in
Wow.
Europe. I don't even know if they do any. I think it's all in Europe. I don't think they do
Yeah.
any World Cup stuff over here. But I could be wrong about that.
That's interesting.
Just add it to the list.
I love it. I think it's fantastic. All right, let me get back over
And
here.
I got to say this. She also dated Tiger Woods for a while.
Did she?
She did. Yep.
How did I miss that?
Well, I don't know. It wasn't long. I've said a while. I don't know. It's a short while
Okay.
after his wife
Tried to
broke
kill
his-
him with a
with a
with a
2-iron. They said even
mean,
God can't hit a 2-iron.
Here's the thing. I'm not a proponent of violence of any sort when it comes to I mean, I take domestic violence very seriously. And there's a
Yeah.
reason for that, but not time or place for that
Right,
story.
right, okay.
But here's the thing, but I don't think it goes both ways. Men shouldn't hit women,
Absolutely.
and women don't have the right to hit men either. I mean, not first. If you bow up and
defending
and
yourself,
defend
it's different,
yeah,
right?
I mean, that's a whole different ball game. But you don't just pick up something, and start wailing on somebody just because you don't like their actions. That's not how we do things. But
That's
I
right. That's
get
right.
it though. While I don't agree with what she did, I understand.
Oh,
I do. I get
totally
it. I
understand.
get that hurt and that rage just taking over. I
And
totally get it.
I don't think she actually hurt him. She just, tore up his vehicle.
She did too.
Did she?
Did you see his face? She got him.
I think that was the glass breaking, She would have if
she
he hadn't been
walloped him, I
trying to
think.
drive off.
Good morning, Abigail. Thank you for watching. Yeah,
Well,
I totally get it.
yeah, me too.
But she did. She went full Carrie Underwood.
Oh, does Carrie have an episode like that too?
Well, she has that song "Before He Cheats."
oh,
where she,
okay. All right. I'm sorry. I don't know her
She
music
took a
that
Louisville
well.
Slugger to the vehicle of the boy that cheated on her.
I've been to the Louisville Slugger plant up in Louisville, Kentucky,
Really?
where they make
Okay.
baseball bats.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting. Since you
Okay.
mentioned it.
They don't do wooden bats anymore, do
Oh
they?
yeah, they do.
They
yeah.
do.
Yeah, the pros.
Because remember
The
who was it,
professional
Mark
major league.
McGuire
That's all they play with is
Barry
wooden
Bonds,
bats.
they would be like, they break those things over their legs. And I was like,
They still
how
could
in
if they
the
wanted to.
world do they do that?
Yep, Bo Jackson, he broke one
Oh,
over
that's
his
right. Yeah,
thigh.
he did that.
And I understood there was a lot of people got hurt trying to imitate what he did because I mean
I
that's
think
almost
you could probably
impossible to
break
break that bat.
that thigh bone. What is the thigh bone?
Femur.
Femur. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. We want to talk about Alabama basketball. You were
Alabama
we gotta
basketball.
Talk about
Alabama basketball because Alabama and Ireland played the basketball Iron Bowl.
Did I really sound that way?
No.
Okay.
But
that's what you heard.
that's what I heard because you're an Auburn
Well.
fan and you shouldn't care. You shouldn't want to talk about it because we didn't win.
Well,
Come on, man.
it was part of that. Yeah, we didn't win. Yeah, I agree with Coach Pearl. He said,
We
we
did
scored
not.
92 points and we lost. How did we lose after scoring 92 points? Well, because
happens?
Alabama scored 96. And, they had a few more points than Auburn did. I was wondering when he said that, what he meant. I thought, well, because they scored more points than you. I'm joking. But
That's funny.
But
That's the truth, though.
the real news there, though, is the Charles Bediako. He's a former Alabama center.
Yep.
Played for Nate Oates, I think 3 years ago. 22 was his last year. And like a lot of young guys, especially back in the early days of NIL, he thought, well, I can make more money. I'm going to go to the NBA. I'm good enough to go to the NBA. I'm going to be a star. I'm going to make $25 million a year and all this stuff. Well, we talked about the G League not too long ago, the kind of the NBA's minor league, like the baseball has minor league set up.
Right.
But Bediako had gone and tried it. I don't remember if he got drafted or not. It doesn't really matter. They only have 2 rounds in the NBA now. Most of their players are signed as free agents. So he signs as this free agent contract. Well, he's either not good enough or not ready yet for the NBA, so they send him to the G League. They call it G League because it's really Gatorade. They sponsor it, so it's always called.
Gotcha.
I guess that comes out easier, in our society these days. We love an acronym. So the G League is the minor league basketball. So he goes and like Birmingham, they have a G League team called the Squadron. I was watching them play in La Crosse, Wisconsin last night, which I've never been to. Been close. But anyway, Bediako plays for some team there in the G League, and I don't know what these guys make money wise, but I guarantee you it's not much.
Right.
I mean, they just don't. It's just like minor league baseball, unless you're a really good star and with a lot of potential. You're not going to make a whole lot of money in the major leagues if you're signed as a free agent. When you get drafted, it's a little different usually because they have certain pricing ranges, I guess you call it, or salary ranges. But Bediako's in the G League, can't make it. He's not good enough to make to the NBA, but he still has a year left eligibility in college.
Okay.
Well, it used to be the distinguishing trace was between colleges and the pros was colleges were considered amateurs, and professionals obviously were professionals.
Right.
And so it was accepted that if you left college and you became a professional, then you could not go back to college and participate in the sports. You can go back to college and get your degree, of course, but you can't do that.
You can't leave and then come back.
That's the way it was. And I was talking with Baden earlier about it, and I said, in the days where the NCAA, the National College Athletics Association, based in Indianapolis, beautiful setup they got right on the White River there, downtown Indianapolis. But anyway, they used to have a lot of teeth. They had a lot of power.
Right.
I mean, and maybe even too much power. Well, now, of course, the pendulum, as it swings back and forth, has swung back where they have basically no power. Now the universities and all these conferences are either suing them or threatening them,
Right.
to sue them. And so now we have NIL, and we have the NCAA organization in chaos and basically no power anymore. They said, no, Bediako cannot come back. Well, what did Alabama do? They sued him. Conveniently, and I guess it's hard not to talk about this because I am an Auburn fan, but conveniently they went before a judge who happened to be a University of Alabama graduate, a donor to their athletic program, and guess what? They got the temporary restraining order that they wanted. But now a TRO is granted more often than a permanent is because of the urgency of the matter, that kind of thing. The urgency was that they needed him in that lineup because they were not doing that well, and they've really started out pretty poorly with him, but they've won three in a row now with him, 2 or 3 in a row. So, getting back to rhythm and fitting into the to the team aspect of it. Well, I don't know. I heard it this morning. I don't know. I guess it may have been yesterday.
Yeah.
When the final ruling, although Alabama will most likely appeal.
They're not going to let it go. They're not going to take it.
No, they're not going to. What do they got to lose? I mean, they got nothing to lose except
I guess money. What it costs to do these things.
Well, yeah, but they got plenty of money. They got plenty of lawyers. Think about it. That's where the law school is. The largest law school in Alabama's there.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
But anyway, they ruled against him, said you can't play anymore. Well, as an Auburn fan, having just lost Saturday to Alabama, what happens to that game where Bediako played? He's now considered an ineligible player. If it happens in a high school where a team uses an ineligible player, guess what? Trish, they have to forfeit any games that they won because they used that illegal player or that improper player.
Well,
I don't know what's going to happen, but that's, like I said, that was in the days when the NCAA had some teeth, and they still govern things. Somebody's got to be in charge, right? I mean, you would think. But with this NIL and the money and what's at stake, I don't know that NCAA is going to be able to do anything about it. But right now, he is not a member of the Alabama basketball team. So we'll see. I mean, there was always that possibility that would happen, and Alabama decided, heck with it. He's been playing. I think he's played 5 or 6 games, so that means he's been out there about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yep.
Back on the team. So, I mean, it was just unprecedented this happens. But you know, what really Coach Oates was saying, Nate Oates for Alabama was saying that colleges here have been signing these young guys from Europe for several years. Like Auburn has a guy named Jovic or something like that. So he's from one of the Balkans. But anyway, they've been signing these professional ball players from Europe. They've been playing in the European leagues, getting paid. Mm-hmm. Well, then they decided to come to college because now we have NIL and they get paid, more money over here. So they've been doing that for years. So Coach Oates is like, well, what's the difference? They're pros, but because they're playing in a European league, it's not counted against them. But if you play over here in the United States, it counts against you. Oh, anyway, he's gone. He's not part of the Tide anymore unless they appeal and, somehow.
Which they will.
Win that appeal.
They will. Yeah, absolutely. All right, at 7:47, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we need to talk about, there's a missing girl in Jemison, so we need to talk about that. And then we're also going to talk about, there is a Birmingham singer that has advanced in American Idol. We'll talk about that.
We have not talked one bit about the Super Bowl.
Well, we'll get to that too.
Yeah, I'm sure you talked about it yesterday. I know, but I didn't get to.
I know, but we're going to give you your moment. So you'll stay with us. We're listening to Morning Mayhem.
Y'all come back now.
No, we're all listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Beach Radio. Teresa and Mike broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studios. We'll be right back.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
We are back. The time is 7:51. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. Good morning, Lisa. Lisa Nicholas, she is with Suits Me Menswear, and she is downtown Clanton. Right
morning.
there on the, what is that? What street is that? I just call it downtown Clanton on the square. She's having a open house tonight. I heard Justin Taylor that was here with us last week. He said that she had some really, really cute men's gift sets. So if you need to get your honeyman something for Valentine's, you need to go by there and see Lisa at Suits Me and see what she's got. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go there.
I
went yesterday.
I have said I was
but
going to
she
go,
wasn't
and I
open.
haven't done it yet.
Yeah. But I'm looking
So
forward to her open
I
house
like,
tonight.
men's clothes.
Yep, I know, and she's got some nice stuff in there for men. I mean, I hope you like men's clothes.
I thought you
but,
thought you would think that was funny.
Well,
I thought I was trying to be funny.
I sort of kind of snickered a little bit.
Yeah, you felt sorry for me.
Yeah, I gave you the mercy, the mercy snicker. Look, people do that for me
The
all the
mercy
time,
laugh.
so I figure I can
Oh
get
yeah,
you
exactly.
some grace too.
Me too. Me too. Bless his heart.
So we have a missing teenager in Jemison. 16-year-old Bailey Heitch has been missing since February the 1st. You actually have that thing pulled up. Do you still have that pulled up? It has her description and everything on there.
Actually,
I have it on something that I was looking at, but I don't
What did I do with
have
it?
it in front of me. So
Here it is.
Here we go.
Yeah.
If you
She's 16. She was last seen in Jemison on February 1st. Just says she's a female.
did it say what she was wearing last?
It doesn't.
It doesn't give
It
a whole
doesn't.
lot of
Here's a
information.
picture
Beautiful
of her.
girl. Well, I hope
Uh-huh.
she's found safely. I know that's got to be really,
Sure
really scary for
is.
her parents and family and friends. If you have any information, please contact local law enforcement. If you have any idea, there's a
It says
picture
contact
of
the
her.
sheriff's
For
department.
the sheriff's department. There's a picture of her. I think you can probably go to the Jemison Sheriff's Department Facebook page and see that. And if you have any information, please.
Well, the Chilton County Sheriff's Department.
Oh, the
right.
Chilton
Yeah,
County?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the Sheriff's Department,
You
not the
can-
city of Jemison.
I don't know what
per
I'm
se.
thinking. My brain.
That's okay.
It meshed together there
It's
for
all
a
right.
minute.
We were talking about the same law enforcement. I guarantee you could contact Jemison, and they would help you. You know,
Yes.
with that, because I'm sure they're looking forward too.
Real quick, I want to tell you, we've been kind of back and forth. We've been all over. We've jumped around all over the place this morning. But we talked about Valentine's Day, and on Valentine's Day, First Methodist Church of Clanton is having their 68th annual pancake breakfast.
Congratulations, guys and
They
gals.
do it every year on Valentine's morning, and that is, from
Well,
what I
it's not
understand.
every day, not on Valentine's.
Oh, I
because
thought
that's-
they said they
it's
had
just
done it
on-
every. Okay,
Just
my
on
bad.
that Saturday, they do it. Maybe the second Saturday in
Okay.
February. I think is what they used to do. I was part of that for many years too.
Well, you know about it then.
I mean, they serve thousands of pancakes.
This is going to be
in a day.
held at their activity center. It's from 6 in the morning until 12 in the afternoon. All
It's
you
at
can
the
eat pancakes
Helen
and
Parish
sausage.
Activity Center. They're behind the main sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
They have a wonderful setup there. They'll have tables and it's typically manned, if you will, not to be sexist, but from the Methodist Men's Organization.
There's only a small group of people who would find that sexist.
I know, but especially in our audience. I mean,
Here's the thing.
we're more practical than that.
I about had a come apart when Ace Hardware went politically correct, because they were always known, Ace is the place of the helpful hardware man. Now, because women got their feelings hurt, it's Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks.
I didn't realize they'd changed that. I hadn't noticed that.
Yes.
I just saw a question. I don't know. Do you ever watch the Game Show Network? I know it's desperate when I have to talk about that. But there was
No, it's not
Jeopardy.
desperate, but
An old Jeopardy was on there.
Sometimes.
And so when I came in, I did some things outside. And I came in right before dark last night, and my wife had it on, and I'm listening to the voice. I said, that voice sounds familiar. Well, it was Alex Trebek, the original, or not the original, but the longtime host there. And one of the questions right when I walked in was, it was named as corporation or whatever. I don't know what the category was, but the question was like their tag is blank is the place for the helpful hardware man. And you just mentioned that today.
Really? Oh, okay.
And that was just yesterday. I saw that. That's just what a coincidence that you talk about that today. I did not know they'd changed that.
They did. The commercial
Well-
says helpful hardware folks now, which is people.
I know. I don't get it.
What-
I don't get it either.
are we
if
doing?
I say something about you all around here and I refer to you as you guys, do you go, I'm not a guy?
No, but I can tell my kids that. I'll say, guys.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
I said, knock it off, y'all.
Right.
But nobody thinks anything of it. You guys
Exactly.
is standard for all y'all, for everybody.
Yeah.
Men, women, children alike, everybody.
And if you're
I
from
say stop it, guys,
the Midwest,
or hey guys,
it's use guys.
you.
So-
It's not. The situation wasn't funny. I was
And
watching
they make
one of
fun
those.
of me of saying y'all and ain't, and they say use.
I was watching one of those 48 hours or Datelines or 2020s or something like that. And there was a family that had somebody who was, I don't want to say, can you say, I guess I can say it, murdered.
Oh,
And she said, she gets up and she reads a statement, a victim statement to the person that did it. And it was two of them. And she said, Ewans. And at my age now, I have not heard anybody say that. I have not heard that term since I was little.
Since your-
and my granny would say Ewans.
your aunt would say it with
Yep.
the
Ewans.
snuff in her between her cheek
The
and gums.
fact that you remember that is hilarious to me.
What about snuff?
About my granny actually being my great aunt and
Oh.
that she did snuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that
Well-
you remember that.
Well, I mean, I found a couple little bottles of snuff in my grandmother's house.
Yep. Oh, I gotta
Didn't
finish.
belong to my granddaddy.
Nope.
Hey,
I gotta
we-
finish telling y'all about the pancake
Yeah,
breakfast.
I want to talk
Okay.
about that too.
It's tickets are $7, and he said that they usually have about 1,000 people come through there.
I mean, they've had 12, 13, 1,400. Yeah. I remember Dan Nolan. He was a patriarch there many years. I hope he may be listening. Hope you're doing well, Dan. But he was kind of. I always looked up to him like a mentor. Really, how do I want to be? I want to be like Dan. But anyway, he would organize this, and we'd have meetings and things, and he would just. He said, "Hey, you just cannot beat this." And back then it was $5, so now it's had to go up, obviously.
Well, yeah,
But
inflation.
$7, you get all you can eat pancakes, sausage. They have milk, juices, things like that. Probably one of the few places that I'm assuming they'll still have, and I hope they do because I always get a glass. Tang.
Really?
Have you ever had orange Tang?
Well, I have had orange Tang. As a matter of fact,
I mean, come
the
on, this is great. You got to come for the Tang at least.
the green pitcher was used for the Kool-Aid and the Tang. The orange pitcher was used for the sweet tea, and that's how you knew which one had what in it. We didn't label it.
Yeah.
It was just we knew what color. But
Right.
You could smell the Tang. Like the minute you open the refrigerator, you could smell the Tang. It
You
was
remember
like
how
it has
Tang
this.
became a product?
Was it for the soldiers or something?
Astronauts.
Astronauts. I knew it was something.
Yeah, some drink they made for
unique.
them up there in space.
Okay, that's right.
Brought it back to earth.
That is right.
Yep.
Powder, pure powder.
That's right. Just mix it.
Tasted like powder. Tasted like powdered, flavored.
But it will not be powdery. I guarantee you
no,
this.
it won't.
But what a great that it happens on
Valentine's.
Valentine's. But I was going to
Take
tell you the story about
bride, take
Dan. I'm sorry, I forgot. I kind of got
I
sidetracked.
know we do that.
But Dan would tell us. He said, "Man, we need a rainy, cold day." And we'd say, "What do you mean?" He would say, "When people got nothing else to do but come eat pancakes, come inside warm."
Yeah.
Pancakes, all you can eat, and I mean it's great fellowship, of course. And,
Absolutely.
And their men's group supports all kind of wonderful charities and events, and it's all for the advancement of God's kingdom. But come have some pancakes on Valentine's Day with your sweetie. $7 be the cheapest meal you'll buy her all day.
That's the truth. Amen, brother.
That's right.
All right, it is 8 o'clock straight up on the dot. Good morning, Susan. Yep, Susan knew automatically. NASA was what the tang was for.
Yep, that's right.
We'll come back and we will we'll talk about a local business that fired some employees, and we'll talk about that plane crash too. We never did get to that, so we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa Mike, broadcasting live from the Clinton Church Studio. Stay with us.
Towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Need care fast? Come see us at Children Urgent Care, 1210 7th Street South in Clanton. We offer efficient care with minimal wait times and a wide array of services, including on-site x-rays, wound care, and quick assistance with urgent needs. Medicare and most private insurance and private pay welcome. No appointment needed. Walk in Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 8 to 4. Call 205-280-0620. Chilton Urgent Care. Quality care when you need it. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Are you tired of big box stores where you're just another number? You deserve better. Furniture that's built to last from people who treat you like family. At Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, we do things differently. As an employee-owned company, we take pride in personal service. We'll listen to what you need and help you find the perfect piece for your home from trusted, top-notch name brand. Whether it's a cozy sofa for movie nights, a dining set built for real life, or a recliner that melts the stress away, we've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, where you're not just a customer, you're family. We are back. The time is 8:04. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike here with you on this. It's going to be kind of a drizzly Tuesday.
Yeah, right before the rain. Like
Right
this
before the
afternoon.
rain.
Yep.
You were not here, so you have not heard the good news about Piper Peach Radio.
Okay, well, what is that?
The chamber came by here on Friday and told us that we were we're going to be awarded Business of the Year
Wow.
at the banquet later on.
Wouldn't that be
and
something?
Baden himself was also awarded Chamber Champion.
Chamber champion.
How about that?
That is great. Congratulations
know.
to everyone
Yes.
here. To Ewans here at,
Ewans.
at Piper Peach Radio.
I love it, and we're so
which
happy.
I are
we're
a
so
part
proud.
of now,
yes,
right? Isn't that
you
right?
are.
Isn't
You're
that the
part
way
of
that
this Piper
works?
Peach family, absolutely.
There you go.
We're really excited.
Well, that
we
is
don't-
big news.
Yeah, I don't know when the banquet's going to be yet, but
Will that be like a free steak for everybody?
I mean,
You know,
I
if we
hope
come
so.
out?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, good.
I'm gonna what is it, champion for that? I'm gonna tell Rachel a good steak would probably really make that win even sweeter.
Sweeter. That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, that is fantastic news,
yeah.
though. That is
It's
big news. Of
awesome.
course, let's face it. You have the Peach van now.
Yeah.
The Piper Peach van. I mean,
we're
it's going to
uptown.
be even more going to be more visible all over. I mean, Baden's
Mm-hmm.
always everywhere. You guys are always. I say everywhere. I see you post all the time. So from where all these different locations you go to, and so it's just going to be more and more visible. So that's great that you guys we're being recognized.
Yep, I love it. I think it's fantastic.
It's big news.
It's just a lot of hard work. The last year and a half has been a lot of growth for Piper Peach,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just gone in the right direction. But I'm going to tell you, I have been part of it. Baden is the one that has
Well,
done it.
he's putting together
He's
a team,
done
and you're
a
part of that.
mountain
You're
of
a
it.
huge part of that team.
I'd say at least 75-80% is Baden.
Well, every organization has to have that leader. We
Yeah,
were
he's
talking about
the
the
leader.
NCAA earlier. You got to
He's
have
a
somebody in
punk.
charge.
He's a punk, but he's a leader. I mean, he is. So I want to talk about this Birmingham guy who has made it through to Hollywood on American Idol. His name is Brett Carlisle.
Yeah.
And he's a young guy. And I looked him up, and I was like, I got to see this guy. Well, he has really long hair. It's very curly. It almost looks as if he was in a early or like an 80s rock band, with the curly hair, almost like a
Time
Dee
Warp.
Snider Twisted Sister type of thing.
Who's also in
And
the
I,
news.
I was like, yep, we're going to talk about that too.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, he looks like he belongs to like one of those hair bands or something. I
Hair
looked it
bands.
up. Right now, he is currently the lead singer for Great White, which had the song in 1989, Once Bitten, Twice Shy. So he
Yes.
is, he has been their front man now for a little bit, but he also tried out for American Idol and got through on his own merit on American
He's
Idol as
advanced.
well. So I was like, okay, well, that explains why he looks like he could be the lead singer for Great White because, hey, guess what?
He is.
He is. He's been there. He's been their front man since 2022. It looks like, according to the.
Well, that's
No,
interesting.
that's pretty cool. I'm about to keep
It
my eye
is
on
very
him.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was another girl that went through. She was so cute.
You talking about in the recent one or the one going on now?
Yes.
Okay.
She had a whole look about her. She was so adorable. And they sent her through so pretty, just cute girl, and I'm so excited for her that she got through. I'm excited. I want to watch both of them. And also, this is in the news too, off the heels of the Super Bowl, which we're going to talk about. So, Super Bowl Sunday, people do gatherings. They probably partake in some beverages. Some probably partake in more than beverages. Well, Central Alabama Water decided to pick that day, Monday, the day after the Super Bowl, yesterday,
I think that's part of the Birmingham
as
Waterworks.
something,
Yeah.
as a day to really enforce the mandatory drug testing that their company requires. And they tested everybody from executives all the way down. So a lot of people went home with a pink slip.
How about that?
They got fired. And they were not discriminating. If you were an executive and you tested positive, you packed up your desk and you went home jobless, all the way down to probably the facility's attendant.
I read the article, but I didn't see any numbers.
It did not give any numbers.
Okay.
And I was looking for that. I'm hoping we'll get some numbers. I
Yeah.
need to know what, because, and there will be a lawsuit out of this.
Oh, there'll probably be multiple.
There is going to be a lawsuit out of this.
I only
And
tested
now,
positive because I ate poppy seed bread, or something like that. I've heard of that
Yes.
before.
it was THC. It really wasn't the other thing. It was.
Well, actually, the THC would be the bad one. It would be the CBD.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Right. If it was
Decipher,
the THC, I think it would be
decipher
the.
what I mean. Good luck.
Yeah.
You should all know what I'm talking about.
That's right. Exactly.
Read between the lines.
Hold on. It's coming to me. I got it.
I know exactly what she meant. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's one way to come back to work and want to talk
Welcome back
about
to work.
all the Super Bowl
Did y'all
stuff.
see that game yesterday? You're right.
And half of them went
You're
home.
needed over here in the men's restroom.
I honestly don't know how many went home. It could have been 1. It could have been 20. We have no clue because they haven't said.
But it was multiple.
But it was multiple. They did
Yeah.
make that clear.
Yeah.
That there were multiple people that were fired.
that were terminated
Yep.
as a result of that violation. A lot of companies, they may have mandatory. I thought most companies were going to more of a random testing, but I guess in particular certain jobs.
It was random.
Oh, I thought you said it's mandatory.
It was mandatory random. So
Oh, I
you have to do.
I thought I read that it was mandatory testing, but
They sprung it on it. Nobody
yeah,
knew they
exactly.
were getting it
Right.
on Monday.
That's
so
what I
it
call
was
random.
Like,
You could be they
well,
just whenever
random
they.
to me means 5 out of 100 might get.
Oh,
that's what
random
random.
people. Okay, yeah, it could be, but you're
But
right. They tested
random
everybody.
just means we're not going to tell you when. We're just going to spring it on you like a pop quiz.
But think about it. If you didn't have anything, in your system, and everybody was tested, it'd be less likely for somebody to be able to argue in their lawsuit that they were singled out.
exactly.
Well, you wouldn't single you out. We tested everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's what management would say, right?
Yep.
Or ownership would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
And
that's a lot
still,
of companies.
though-
A lot of companies have those policies in place, and
Yeah.
I guess it's their discretion as to when they want to test somebody. They usually do it. They always describe it as some type of suspicion, or something they might have of somebody's behavior or something.
Right.
Lead them to make them think that they might need to be tested. But yeah, that's
That's a rough time.
welcome back to work. I wonder how many people called in sick that
Yeah.
day. Because they say that's like what do they call it, Blue Monday.
Blue Monday or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
yeah, it's because people are out because they've celebrated the game too much. What I wanted to talk about, the game and everything was great.
No, it
mean-
wasn't. It was a terrible game. It wasn't exciting.
Well,
The Patriots.
depends on your perspective.
I see.
If you like a good defensive game, it was a great game
I
because,
guess.
buddy, they were really stifling the Patriots.
I saw one of the funniest memes, and I thought I saved it, but I guess I didn't. It says, meanwhile, in other news, the Patriots found out today that the Super Bowl was yesterday. Their front line.
Oh my gosh, I forgot the game was
Oh, my
on
God.
Sunday.
It was not an exciting game. The last 4 minutes were exciting.
Yeah.
But that was it. The rest of it was just
You just had to go through the whole thing to get to those
my
last 4
gosh,
minutes.
the Patriots quarterback, he couldn't get out of his own way. His blockers couldn't block for him. I mean, it was just the Seahawks couldn't score
defense,
a
touchdown.
touchdown.
They
They
had a
got 4 field goals. 5. They ended up with 5.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
was
Ended up with 5.
crazy. I mean, it's just. I just didn't. I wasn't over. I guess it's because here's the thing. They were not 2 of your more popular teams. Like you want to
Right.
see good rivalry. You want to see good mashup. You want to see.
Well, this was East Coast and West Coast, wasn't it?
But it was just
From sea to
it's just
shining sea.
not- I mean, it just wasn't. It wasn't 2 that you really saw at the beginning of the season that were gonna.
They were like 60-1.
Yeah.
So they were not favored to be there.
Not at all. And I just didn't. I was really disappointed in the game. It was just like ho hum. Matter of fact, I read a little bit. I played in my game a little bit. And
Not
I
even the
glanced,
commercials could draw you in.
There was a
huh?
couple. One of the first ones that I saw, and I still don't know. I haven't looked it up yet. It had Ben Stiller and somebody, which I thought might have been a dressed up Justin Timberlake, crashing. They were like a band, and they were that accident and crashing through the ceiling and onto the drum set.
Yeah, I
which
saw
was
that
pretty
too. but
funny. I didn't know what it was.
I can't
had
remember what
no
they're
clue.
selling. That's
I
the
have no
bad
idea.
part. I have no idea what they're selling.
And then I did see the. I ended up afterwards seeing the Budweiser one with the horse and the eagle, the Clydesdale horse and the eagle, which. And Bill sent that to me, and I watched it. I was like, well, no wonder everybody was talking about that. My goodness. But the one that really got me was the one for prostate testing, and it had all of the tight ends in hammocks, relaxing or whatever, and then it said
Football players.
loosen that tight end, and it had them clenching their butt cheeks, and then they let their butt cheeks out, and it was so funny. I said,
I missed that one.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I absolutely loved that commercial.
I missed that one.
The Dunkin' Donuts one.
The Dunkin' Donuts.
I didn't understand the premises of it, but I did like them kind of.
Have you ever seen the movie Good Will Hunting?
I have not.
Well, that was a play on that to start with.
But here's the thing: Ben Affleck was dressed up like
Matt Damon
in
right.
it. So I
Yeah.
finally figured that part
Apparently,
out.
they can get Matt on the commercial. I have no idea, but
Ted
but it really had
Danson.
all the folks on there, all the Cheers and the Friends.
Seinfeld dude.
Steve Urkel. What was his show? You
Yeah,
know, I forget. Family
Forgot what-
Ties, maybe?
No, not Family Ties.
Anyway, whatever.
Something, and then it had
There was a couple others.
the other one from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Alfonso something,
Did it have-
Riviera. or
Okay,
something.
yeah, that would
That
be
one was
Carlton.
Okay. Carlton, yeah, that's what you know. All right, it's 8:16. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we will finish talking about the Super Bowl because Mike just had to. He wanted to. He wanted to get his 3 cents in.
I wanted to talk about some friends of mine. who
Okay, we
just
can
do
do
things
that.
at Super Bowl game.
All right, we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. Stay with us.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-9000 $19.49. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
Urkel is his name. This is not saved by the family.
We are back.
Matters.
The time is,
Oops.
I don't know, 8:20. He just
I
went
missed
on
that
back.
sign.
Yeah.
I need to pay more attention.
The time is 8:20. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike, very unprepared.
Well, I was
To
looking
come
at
back
our
for-
listeners and our followers here. They were all
No.
trying to figure out who Urkel, what show he was on. I don't know if we come up with the answer yet or not.
Steve said, "Is it Saved by the Bell?" Negative. Susan's right. It's Family Matters. You
That
were
would be
close.
incorrect.
Family Matters. Yeah.
Oh, it is correct. Family Matters. You think that is right? Okay,
Family
good.
Matters. I'm positive
Thank you,
it's Family
Susan.
Matters.
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you for knowing that.
Okay.
Look, some of these I know them, but they just escape my brains. My
Oh,
cells,
they're in there somewhere.
My cells are clustered, but they're not functioning. Nothing's happening.
Oh gosh.
So we've been talking about the Super Bowl. We talked about some of the commercials.
Yeah.
Bill and I were talking yesterday. There were a lot of commercials that we don't know the company that was doing them because they were just like they had one with the Backstreet Boys on it, and at the end, it put the name of the company on there. I want to say it started with a C, and I want to say it might have been in orange. That's all I can tell you. So commercial with the name of the company starts
Paying
with a
all
C in
those
orange.
millions of dollars.
Exactly.
And most of the time you go, what was that commercial about? Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, yeah, I
there
love
was
that person.
one.
I remember that movie they were in. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like,
There was one commercial that had me kind of giggling a little bit. It had Matthew McConaughey and Bradley Cooper in it.
that's a
And
duo.
it was about, I want to say it was something about meats or sandwiches or something like that. I don't know. He's like, and Bradley Cooper gets on them, and then Matthew McConaughey was like, that's beef and so and so is that, or that's meat and so is that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but just Matthew McConaughey being in one and getting
That's
the best
really why
of
you
somebody.
liked it. Is that
Yeah.
the
Matthew
truth?
McConaughey. Yeah. I've always had a little bit of a crush on him. He's a little too skinny for my taste nowadays. He was a little more filled out back in the day.
Does it
but
concern you about the rumors about his bathing habits?
look, that doesn't concern me at all
Okay.
because I'm not going to ever be next to him.
There you go. I wondered,
he's
about
one of
that.
those I've always admired from afar.
Yeah, afar.
Afar. So no. Yeah, I don't have celebrity crushes and like. I'd be like, ooh,
Right.
if I ever got an opportunity, no, I'm like that. I have celebrity crushes and like, I would just love to meet them and talk to them and just, I like talking. I like seeing what's in your head and when
Yeah.
you're just one-on-one with somebody and not trying to be on camera and say the right things or whatever. I like having intellectual conversations. That is interesting. And there are a lot of people who just don't have a lot of substance up there.
Right.
But there are some people that do. So I would love, because I love Morgan Freeman. He just sounds like somebody that is just really
Mississippi,
could
old Mississippi boy.
hold a conversation.
That's what he sounds like to
Yep.
me.
I would love
Nice guy.
to have a conversation with Gene Simmons because he's so smart. And I just kind of want to see
Gene
where
Simmons,
he is.
the
Kiss guy.
He's really smart, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Business wise, he was on Celebrity Apprentice, and I think he won. I can't remember, but John Rich, he's another one. But as far as actors go, I think I like Matthew McConaughey because he's got a little conservative side to him, and he makes a lot of sense when he's talking. And he plays the stoned out
Well, they were trying
character
to.
very well, but he's actually a very smart man.
Folks
and I
in
like
Texas
that.
were trying to get him to run for governor
He would win.
or
Just on notoriety alone.
U.S. Senate or some sort of political role, and he hasn't taken it on yet. I guess he's still acting. Mm-hmm. So maybe he gets a little older, he might consider it.
Maybe. And
But he's always seemed like, I'm sorry.
No, it's
but
okay.
he seemed like to me like a kind of a, I don't want to say middle of the road, but someone who's willing to listen to both sides before he just jumps to a conclusion about something. We are seemingly quite divided.
Yep.
In at least the way the media presents it.
And I like that. See, Morgan Freeman is not divided. He has his very very common sense way of viewing things.
Yes.
Denzel does too.
Yeah, they call it middle of the road. Somebody kind of plays to both aisles. The
Yeah, he
Democrat
can see a
and
little
the
bit.
Republican.
Yeah, he
Not going to
sees-
make everybody happy all the
Right,
time, but
exactly. And Denzel Washington does too. I really like how he presents himself, and he's a very eloquent man, and I like that. I like that when people talk, and so just interesting people to me. Yeah, very distinguished.
There you go. That's what I think of.
That distinguished. I mean, he could, like, you've seen him in some of his movies. He can play
the vice
down-
president or president.
or down dirty thug.
Exactly.
But he still looks like a distinguished thug when he plays it. I mean, I'm sorry, he does. So yeah, so people like that are interesting. Condoleezza Rice is somebody that I would love to talk to because she just is so smart. JD Vance is somebody I would love to talk to. Same reason.
Just the type of people
And just
that
because
we
he grew
aspire
up-
to be.
Yeah, because he grew up from nothing. He had a horrible childhood. And he grew up to be the vice president of the United States. And
He's
if that
overcome
doesn't
it.
show you that you can be anything you want to be, nothing does.
And he's not finished yet.
No.
I mean, there's talk of him being the candidate for the Republican Party in 28, which is just 2 years away.
Yeah.
Hard to believe, but it
No,
is.
It's right around the
I
corner.
mean, that's the thing about our political system, which I think is, it's got its pluses and minuses. I don't want to get too far deep into the weeds with it, but I will say this, that at least if you don't like something, within 4 years you can make a change.
Exactly.
And then the House of Representatives is every 2 years.
Right.
Now the Senate's a little different; it's 6. But still, you can make a change. It's not going to have to be forever. It's like President Trump. If you don't like him, that's fine. That's understandable. But
he rubs people wrong.
he
does.
He does. He rubs me wrong sometimes. I don't like half the stuff he does or some of the stuff he does. But I can't argue too much with his results. And his goal is to make America great again. And it's just a slogan and all that. But he really has put something into it.
He believes it.
He believes it. He's got people around him that believe it. He's got people in the country that believe. We want to believe it, don't we, Therese?
Yeah.
We want to believe we want to be great again. But then you go, well, great to relative to what time? Well, I'm not sure. But just the idea that we want to be great. And not have to apologize for everything that's ever happened in the country.
Thank you. Exactly.
From 200, we're about to be 250 years old.
Susan mentioned somebody. You would not think this person. He would never even be somebody you'd be like, who? Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper.
He is another one. Look, this man gets out there and swings a golf club, and he's funny. He's very charismatic. You wouldn't think that because he's got this, this really weird style about him when he's a musician, but when he's just
His act.
yeah, it's a persona.
Yeah.
And when he's not in that persona, he's just a regular guy who's actually a very, very smart business person too. And I'm just like I'm
A good example.
yeah,
I think
I
Susan
like
also
that.
likes Steve Perry.
she
apparently.
does, and I've
She has
only
hearts by his
seen a
name. I don't know what that
few-
means. You want to
we all
explain that to
look.
us, Susan? Go ahead and tell us, everybody.
Journey. I mean, that's enough said.
I know. We went to see Journey a few years ago, and
It's not the same.
it was not
It'll
Steve
never
Perry.
be the same again.
It was somebody.
Ever.
So
Anyway, going back to the Super Bowl, I was underwhelmed by the game. I was underwhelmed by the commercials. And then I watched the Turning Point USA halftime show because the Bad Bunny music is not my genre. Rap is not my genre. Some of these other musicians they've had, not my genre.
Right.
I prefer country, and I like some types of pop and rock, but not all of it. I mean, so it didn't, the whole, whatever this wild internet thing was that they had about
Hype.
but a hype. I wasn't buying into that. I just don't like that kind of music. Like, look, Gloria Estefan, love her and love what she brought to the 80s and stuff. But if probably not somebody that I would tune in and just watch. It's just not my kind of music. Yes, it's upbeat, it's uplifting, it's fun, it's happy, but it's not something I want to sit and listen to. I like, a more country, a more 80s style, more throwback type of thing. I did like, which I was probably one of the only ones that liked, what's the band that Adam Levine is in?
You got me stumped on that
I
one.
forget one. I liked his halftime show. I loved Bruno Mars. His halftime show was amazing. But my 100% one was Prince. I mean, that goes down as the all-time best halftime show ever. So I've turned into the Turning Point one, and even that was a little underwhelming. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and Bill made some really good points about it. It was very generic. It was kind of bland. They had an ample opportunity to really hype that up and be about America.
I thought they'd be in a stadium
celebrating
somewhere. Instead
250
they were in
years
a
of
studio.
America, and it just was not what I thought it was going to be. Now, did Kid Rock get us all in the end when he took one of Cody Johnson's songs and added a verse that people are still talking about?
That's right.
Yes,
Robert
he did.
Ritchie.
They introduced him as that. They said they didn't introduce him as Kid Rock when he sang that song. They said our good
My
friend
wife said, I've never heard of Robert Ritchie.
Robert Ritchie. Yeah.
Well, we turned over and watched it. We went right at halftime. We found it on YouTube. We went to and watched the Turning Point USA. But we have YouTube TV, so basically when we went back to the game, the half had just ended.
Right.
So then we were able to watch the Bad Bunny show, I guess you call it. And I really didn't know how to react. I mean, I don't know what he was saying. I don't know what he was singing, which I was disappointed because I thought at least they could have put caption on there.
Words or something.
Yeah,
what they were
the
saying.
caption. Yeah, the closed caption. So that you could see what he was saying because all this controversy about it. And I think Susan's talking about Bad Bunny. He talks about she didn't like the blouses that he wears in the videos. Well, that's what I expected. I expected this Latinx guy to stand up and be, a woman in this song and a man in this song,
Yeah, because that's kind of
But
what
that
we
didn't
assumed,
happen. He was just, he wore, he had shoulder pads on. I thought it was great, classic. It looked like the classic Latin singer from the 40s where they had these huge shoulder pads in their jackets. And I mean, I was more into that because I
like
couldn't
Ricky
understand.
Ricardo.
I didn't know what he was singing about. And I didn't know what it was about because I don't know to begin with.
And I think a lot of people were disappointed in the choreography in that it was kind of vulgar and not.
Well, there's a lot of
them
twerking,
do that.
A lot of twerking going
But
on.
a lot of the performers have done that.
Oh yes, of course. I told my
If you're
wife.
going to get mad about that, you need to be mad about it. Everybody that's ever done it, including Rihanna and Katy Perry and some of these other ones.
Oh,
that have
yes,
done it. I mean,
absolutely.
they've all had those dancers out there doing that nonsense.
Well, I told
so.
Raynette that I mean, it wasn't as bad as I expected it, frankly,
Yeah.
with all the hype, as you say. But I mean, I don't know what the songs were about. I don't know what this, but he was obviously he toned it down from what I had seen or heard about him before. I mean, I expected him to come out and
Flamboyant.
exactly in full dress, but he didn't do it. He had his he looked like I said, he looked like a classic Latin singer, with a fully white suit. That's what he was. But if you just saw that part and that's all you knew about him, like me, you say, what's the big deal?
Right. Well, if you brought Pitbull out there, I'd have been all over that now.
I was going to mention that.
I like him. I like his music.
About the past acts.
I think he is great. I love Pitbull. Now some of his music is a little. It has some stuff in it.
Oh yeah, well,
but it's I like that. That is my
Kid Rock's
type
the same
of,
way.
Yep,
He's got some controversy in his past
yes,
too.
he
but
does. I mean, for me,
that's why
it
it's
wasn't about him
called the
as a
past.
person. It was just that I don't particularly care for that kind of music. It wasn't going to be entertaining for me. Now, the ones that tuned in and liked it, I'm glad they did. I'm not bashing him at all because one of the things he did, he was like, I think it should be about inclusion and peace. And okay, those are great
Lady
things.
Gaga was on there along with Ricky Martin. I recognize Ricky
like
Martin,
Ricky Martin.
from his days. But I was just going to say that there's been 60 Super Bowls. This was the 60th one. I said 59 the other day. I was mistaken. It was actually the 60th. But they talked about the first. I was listening to this story about the halftime shows, and the first one had like 2 high school bands and a college band. There was really no thought into an entertainment.
Yeah.
And those were back in the days when they actually showed the halftime.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there wasn't a go back to the studios to all the talking heads, like it is now, to talk about the first half. And then they went through, and I mean, just like there was one, I wish I could remember, but there was one show in particular that had Aerosmith, and then they had this type of singer, and then they had that type of singer. It was like 3 different genres, if you will. It wasn't just one person, like it seemed to have gone to several years from now.
Right.
One act, one band, or one group, or whatever. So, Pitball Fuego.
I like Fireball. That's my song. I like Fireball.
I was gonna say I don't understand. I'll have to. But yeah, it was underwhelming, the whole thing. But I actually watched the whole thing. I can't believe it. I hardly ever do that.
Yeah.
And I would pause it. Like commercial time. If I needed to go get something to drink or eat or something. Snack.
I missed some commercials because I was running up and down the stairs, washing some clothes and doing some stuff. So I missed some commercials here and there. But overall, I was just very underwhelmed with everything. The halftime show, the commercials, and the game.
I wanted to talk about some friends of ours used to have a.
Right, you got to hold that thought. It's 8:36.
Oh, okay. We'll hold that thought.
Hold that thought, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about your friends that they must have the ultimate Super Bowl party or something.
I don't know about ultimate. I don't have much to compare it to, but it was always a lot of fun.
Okay. All right. Y'all hang out with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studios. We'll be right back.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Need care fast? Come see us at Children Urgent Care, 1210 7th Street South in Clanton. We offer efficient care with minimal wait times and a wide array of services, including on-site x-rays, wound care, and quick assistance with urgent needs. Medicare and most private insurance and private pay welcome. No appointment needed. Walk in Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 8 to 4. Call 205-280-0620. Chilton Urgent Care. Quality care when you need it.
We are back. The time is 8:30. Oops.
Yep.
Whoops,
Push the
8:38.
wrong button.
You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studio. We've been talking about the Super Bowl. Steve said he sent us a link. We didn't get the link yet, but we can't wait to see it because I'm dying to know what the translation was.
I'm surprised I have not
but it's
looked
a
that up.
cleaned
I said I
up
was going to.
version, he says. So
Exactly, and that's it. That's just it. You know,
the fact that you have to do a
act.
cleaned up version is pretty bad. You know, that says all I need to know.
Well, at least he did it. At least he did it, I guess. If it had to happen, at least he did, clean it up a little bit because.
Well, no. He's just saying that Glenn Beck.
Oh, the translation.
He cleaned it up so that we would know what it was being said. You know, yeah.
I thought it was like the actual translation.
No. Well,
maybe
it is, but
I'm
not
sure I can
that they
find
did.
that, but.
All right. So you have some friends that do
Oh, yeah, I'm
Super
sorry.
Bowl gathering.
Thank you for letting me talk about
Let me
it.
get you back on track.
For several years, it's thinking of a Pancake Day that we have the flyer over there. Reminded me of a good friend of mine who was always participating in the Pancake Day. He's moved off. He and his wife, I think, live in Florida now. But Rick and Candace were their names, and they used to host this Super Bowl party every year. And I don't know, Teresa, it wouldn't be 40, 50 people, but I mean, 40 people in your house is a lot of people.
Yeah.
And everybody would bring, they had this huge table, everybody would bring something, you would bring some sort of potluck kind of thing. And it was so much fun. And, you get to hang out with people that you know, but you don't hang out with them
All the time.
All the time. And so you get
Just
to know them
good
a
to
little
see
better.
'em,
That's
yeah.
right. And they get to know you a little bit. But it was so much fun. And it was like a huge event on our social calendar. Did we get the invitation yet? Did we get a call yet? And then you come to find out that we don't do that for everybody, but we will call you and let you know because like I said, we didn't get to hang out a lot, but at the same time
It just
were
something
friends.
you
But
really look forward to.
we really did. It was a night off kind of thing, and just go enjoy their beautiful home in North Clanton there, and get to hang out with a bunch of your friends and watch the game. And really, that was when the focus was so good on the commercials to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Because y'all all sit around and you're waiting
and
on
we're
it.
talking about them,
Talking
as
about
they're
it.
going and laughing and everything. And the Dunkin' Donuts and the Goodwill Hunting, that's why he was dressed up that way. It was a story about a genius who worked as a janitor.
Okay.
And then he was discovered by his physics, chemistry
I've
department or
never seen
whatever.
it, and I did not know that.
And he's had a hard life, and it's about his story and how he evolves and how his therapist helped him. Robin Williams played his therapist. You can imagine that. Having him as your therapist, what that must have been like. But anyway, that was kind of where it started.
Yeah.
That's why he was, working at Dunkin'.
That's hilarious. Do you know?
That just cracked me up. The more I think about it, I start laughing.
I would say some of the top things that people eat at the gatherings for Super Bowl is probably like
Number one.
I'm going to get to number one in a minute.
Oh.
So you've got pizza, you've got chili, you've got your little chips and dip type of things, but the number one thing is always wings.
Of course, chicken wings.
So have you seen how many wings were sold on Super Bowl Sunday?
Was it like 1.5 billion?
1.48 billion
Yeah.
wings
That is
for Super Bowl Sunday, which
That
is
is-
a 10 million increase from 2025.
that is approximately 1,500,000 million. Or 1,500 million.
That's a
Excuse me.
lot.
It's a bunch.
That's a
more
whole,
than this brain.
That's a whole bunch.
We're counting on this brain. But 1.5.
That's a lot of wings.
I would. No, we didn't have any of that. I'm not
What did y'all
disappointed,
have?
Raynette. Don't get upset. Don't
But
call
what
the
did y'all do?
station.
Well, we didn't either. Oh, well, I take that back. Okay.
But she made me
Husband
some.
did nuggets and tater tots for us.
I had chips and dip to start, just kind of preliminary.
I did a little of that.
And then we had a charcuterie board.
With the fruits and the cheeses and
The meats,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
crackers, and the
I love
whatever.
cheeses and crackers. I love,
Oh,
love
I
that.
just, it's like I just kept going back. And I'm like at the scales.
off the br-
the scales
off the
a couple days later. I'm like,
grapes
well, how'd this
and-
happen?
yeah.
How did I get up to this much?
Yeah, I love
have
a
been
charcuterie
that,
board. My daughter-in-law
half
does-
a pound of pepperoni you ate.
I can say charcuterie now. I used to couldn't. I couldn't remember the name of it, and I called it a coochie board. And she would say the what? I was like, I don't know what it's called. And finally,
I
now I know.
had to be very careful the way I said that because it's not easy for me to spit that out either.
Yeah. So,
But that's
yeah.
what we did. That's
But
what we did.
She makes some. She does these whole spreads charcuterie that's as big as this table. It's not even just a board. It's a charcuterie table.
And for dessert,
But-
she made Oreo cookies.
She made Oreo cookies.
Well, I mean, she had them on a plate. I assume she made them.
She put them out of the bag and put them on on a plate.
It was. We had a very simplified
Sure,
Super
horse-
Bowl, more reserved than perhaps.
They're called hors d'oeuvres, but I say hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, it's got an H there, doesn't it?
Yeah, so that was my take on the Super Bowl. Yours, I've seen much more exciting ones, and I've seen some that were just as equally unimpressive. But
Well, the defense
I mean,
for
I really
Seattle
want the game to be better
was really
next year.
good.
I mean, we got to get some better teams in there. Like,
Well, but you got to understand, Trees.
Dude,
Part of the game is defense. Now we all
Well, I
love the
know.
touchdowns and we love to see the scores, but when you have a good defense like that, that just
The
clamp
scores are
down,
gonna be low.
to clamp down on this team. I mean, just to watch how much they struggled. I mean, but then when they got it was 19-0. Seattle was leading 19-0. You know, it looks like it is completely over. New England gets it. They throw a long pass, completed for like 30, 40 yards. The very next play, they threw another long pass, touchdown. Two plays, touchdown. You're thinking, wow, you do that 3 times, and you're back in the, you've got the lead. Or they're back in the game. And, of course, they couldn't keep it up. They couldn't keep the momentum. But they did.
they gave it a good go towards the end there. I will
Yeah,
say.
exactly. That's right. There's a reason they could play 60 minutes. You said something about the last 4 minutes was real exciting. But the running back Williams, I'm sorry, I can't remember, Robert maybe, for Seattle. I mean, he was what I always referred to as a scat back. Have you ever heard that term?
I've heard it, but I don't know what it means.
I mean, it's just somebody who is so quick. Just stop,
yeah.
start. I mean, just making people miss left and right. And he does something that I've never seen before. I don't believe I've ever seen it. I don't know if anybody else watching the game noticed, but he would be in the I-back position. In other words, he'd be the running back standing behind the quarterback. And they usually get about 6 or 7 yards. I mean, that's a long way from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to run 7 yards to get to the line of scrimmage. But the quarterback would turn and hand the ball. He was the MVP of the game, by the way. I mean, he had like 150 yards rushing. He really had a great day. And they would hand him the ball, and more than on one occasion, he would hold the ball and he would just watch. I mean, these are people that can run 4, 5, 40-yard dashes, really fast, big people, strong. But he would watch and wait for the hole to open. They call it a hole, when you have 2 linemen blocking, and then they move their men out of the way, that's the hole.
Yeah. He
That's
would
the
go
gap
right through it.
He would just dart and dash and stop and start. And boy, he really made.
Bill was talking about him
He
yesterday.
really made New England look bad.
Yeah, he did.
But wow! And I was thinking of all. I mean, Sam Darnold, the quarterback for Seattle, would have been a good candidate. Auburn University has 2 former players on Seattle's defense. Nehemiah Pritchett was a defensive back. And, oh gosh, I forget. They have a rookie. Played for Auburn last year. Gosh, I can't think of his name. Sorry. But he had 2 sacks in the game, which is a quarterback sack.
Yeah.
Defensive lineman. Quarterback goes back to pass. And he sacks him, tackles him before he can pass it. But what an exciting defense they had. And I know it can be boring as far as TV.
But I don't even think there weren't even in the whole first half. I don't think there was a single penalty, was there?
I don't even know. There wasn't very many the whole game.
I want to say that I don't remember seeing any major penalty
I was
flags or
impressed.
anything.
Hardly
which
any pass
I like
interference.
That. Let them play.
Let them play, and unless it's just
Duke
egregious,
it
and they do
out.
that anyway for the most part.
Well, they should.
It's just
That's
that
what
some
they
of
should
these
do in
teams
college,
get in
too.
there, and that's all they know is to commit a penalty on every play and hope it's not called. The coaches say, well, they can't throw a flag on every play.
Yeah, well, some of them try.
But it was exciting, and
Some of 'em
I
take
appreciate
that
you
challenge.
let me talk about Rick and Candace's party. It was so much fun.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad. All right. I got to talk about this because this is kind of over in where my mom and my stepdad live. They lived in Gainesville there for a little while. And yesterday, Gainesville, Georgia, there was a small plane that crashed on the highway. And really, it was it's not like the highway that you think. It's just it kind of isn't. But it crashed, and it actually did hit a car. That car was totaled. It doesn't really. It's some kind of engine failure, I guess. It was one of those smaller planes, but I think the pilot did a good job of not making that worse because that the video showing that happening is crazy.
But
I
they
mean,
survived.
it's like they all survived.
I mean, crashing
Nobody
on the
got-
highway, they're not supposed to do that.
No, they didn't, and nobody got killed. Everybody survived. It's a mess. It was a mess.
Yeah.
But I mean, they actually did a really good job, and they probably got. I mean, the plane bounced a little bit, hit kind of hard and bounced. So I know they were,
Obviously, they're
jostled a
having
little
trouble,
bit.
right? They're having some
Yeah.
sort of engine trouble. They are panicking, and fortunately, there's a nice big highway there. I've seen videos of that and of that happening before. I saw a couple on golf courses because golf courses have a lot of grass
That
there they
fairway.
can land on. Exactly, that fairway.
Earlier in the show, we were talking about the American Idol guy,
Yeah.
Brett Carlisle.
Right.
I said he kind of reminded me of a Dee Snider with his hair.
Yep.
Speaking of Dee Snider, those of you who don't know him, he's a front man for Twisted Sister
Yep.
and has been
Yep.
from the get-go. I mean, start to finish. He had
Synonymous.
he just had to cancel all of their
Their tour.
tours, and he says, I'm resigning as front man. I can't do it anymore. His health has gotten really bad. He's got some stuff going on, and he said he can't do it anymore. Of course, I kind of got a little upset with the way the band reacted. Was like, well, now we can't tour, we can't do this, we can't do that, and I'm like, that's what you get out of this.
Yeah.
Like the guy that you've been touring
50
with
years.
your whole life almost, and you've been successful with. That's what you get out of this, is that you're not going to make money now.
Well, you talked about Brett Carlisle earlier being the lead singer for
Great White.
Great White.
He's-
Well, that band is about 37 years.
Yeah.
Well, Twisted Sister is probably 47. And I mean, there's a lot of, I hate to say it this way because I feel like I are one too, except I don't sing. A lot of old rockers are having to do this. I just read where the Eagles are saying that this may be their last year to tour. Well, is it Glenn Fry? Is he still?
No, he died.
Okay, so
it's
I'm sorry, I forget who it was. Yeah, I can't think either. But we'll think of it in a second. But he said that this will probably be his last, and he's 79 years old.
Don
Henley.
Henley,
Thank you. Thank you.
working to get teamwork.
There we
Makes
go.
the dream
We
work.
got it. We got it.
yes.
But yeah, they had to call off their tour. But Eagles are saying this might be their last tour also.
Well, I mean, there comes a point where you just
Yeah.
gotta say, I gotta put everything else. I mean, the Eagles have had a phenomenal
Pretty
run.
good run, haven't they?
The only band that's still going that long with most of its original members is Rolling Stones.
The Rolling
I mean, they're the
Stones.
last one. I
Yep.
mean, I don't know how they're doing it. Keith Richards, I don't know if he knows this, but he died about 30 years ago. He just keeps coming back to life.
Keith is
He's hanging in
he's the
there
only one
like
that
a loose
plays with
tooth.
I think he plays with an IV, just to keep him going. Bless his heart. But they are something, aren't they? I mean, that's about 60 years for them now,
Yeah,
or maybe more.
more than that. I mean,
60.
that is wild.
My wife saw them in Legion Field. I think it was, she told me, like 85.
Really?
Yeah, waiting. She had to camp outside, in the tent and all that stuff. I think
Remember those
I've heard those
days?
stories.
Man, those
Yeah.
were the days. Those were the days.
Well-
That's how you got concert tickets back in the day. You waited
Yeah.
in line, and
Yeah,
good
that's
for
right.
you
There
if
was
you were
no-
able to score 10, and bad for you if you weren't.
Well,
And then
now
you had the
it's almost-
scalpers out there
it's
going,
really
"I just
unfair the
got
way they do
20."
it now. Because all you got to do is set your program up. All
Well,
these
the bots
computer
get them
generous-
more than
yeah,
anything, and
exactly.
that's what
That's
Kid
what
Rock
that's what I
was
was trying to say.
He was testifying
know it.
before Congress and Senate or somebody,
Right.
talking about how the bots and all these other ticket masters and all these other, they snatch up all the tickets and then they resell them. So you don't really have to worry about the scalpers now. Now you've got to worry about these other guys, these bots that buy them and then they try to resell them on the second market, and it's not right. That's why there's so many fees wrapped up in when you buy a ticket. Ticket might be $50, okay? Doable. Makes sense. $100 for a pair. That's okay. That's doable. But by the time you add all the fees on there, you're looking at almost $200.
Oh, they'll get you, won't they?
And I'm just like, I wanted to go to Cody Johnson so bad. I mean, I literally wanted to go there. And by the time you added all the fees and everything, his tickets ended up being almost $200 a piece. And those were not even in the really good sections. And I was like, who can afford to do that in this day and age when you're having to health insurance, you can't afford that. Gas is going back up again. Groceries are ridiculous. And then you got to pay that kind of money to go see. And that's what Kid Rock was saying. You know, artists want to keep their ticket prices low so that more people can come see them. But
yeah, the promoter is the one that controls that, I'm afraid. Isn't you said Cody Johnson?
Mm-hmm, I love him.
Didn't you say that was the song that Kid Rock did at the end?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He did. It was "Till You Can't" by Cody Johnson. He
Oh
added
yes.
the verse.
Oh, that was such a.
You saw
heart-
the end of that
oh,
song?
Yeah, I saw. I told you we watched the Turning Point USA. And we went back to the game, and you know the beauty of television now is streaming. You know, it just stopped
Yeah.
where we were, and then we just picked up
Go
where we
back,
were and went back, and we were able to fast forward it up till the time that we caught up with the game.
Yeah.
But we did that and got to see both halftime shows. Kind of comparison. Like I said, I don't really.
I wasn't.
You know,
I mean, I didn't see the Super Bowl one there at the Super Bowl, but I did watch the Turning Point. Very underwhelming. My friend Amanda, she said, I don't even think Charlie Kirk would watch this. And other than that song, the verses and the song that Kid Rock did, adding those are probably the best part of the whole thing. It was very just, like Bill said, boring and dark and just not like they could have. Brantley Gilbert has tons of songs that are very uplifting and American, and get you. Lee Brice does too.
yeah.
I'm not Kid
They
Rock.
were. I thought
does.
they were really good because I don't really know any of those.
Kelsey
folks.
Ballerini has some upbeat songs. She's singing something slow, and I'm just not. Lee Brice had a song that he wrote about America Today, which was actually a very good song, but not gritty and
Yeah.
exciting and fun and upbeat for the Super Bowl. If they're going to do this next year, they're going to have to learn a thing or two.
Yeah, I agree.
That is not representative of
I
what
think they
thought it was
played
going
right
to be.
into what I'll just say the liberals' hands by putting on this show.
Exactly, and it not being what we thought.
And it wasn't. But even Bad Bunny though. Did you watch Bad Bunny's?
No.
Okay. Well,
That's
if you
just not
watched
my
it, I'm
forte.
telling
I
you,
just
it
don't like
was.
it.
I mean, I was telling Renee, I was like, well, where's the music? Because most of it was just him singing. Maybe it was just the acoustics and the sounding and all that, but there was just no music. It was like I was expecting, it just wasn't what I expected. I don't know what I expected, but this wasn't it. But it was definitely not, it wasn't tremendously upbeat. Neither one of them were. But I thought Lee Brice had a couple of good songs that were, the first guy was Brantley Gilbert.
Mm-hmm. He's got all kinds
The
of
second song he did, it was,
bam songs.
it was just basically about being a country, living in the country.
Dirt Road Anthem. He didn't
Yeah.
even write that. He didn't sing it. He should have been doing his own stuff.
Well, perhaps, but all I'm saying is that I enjoyed the song. But when you do look at it and you think of upbeat and you expect a little energy, it wasn't really
it
wasn't a lot of that.
lackluster. It was boring.
Yeah, lackluster. That's probably a good term for some of it.
Now, if it hadn't have been a halftime show and it was just a show,
Be part of the show with
Be
10,
it-
12 songs, it'd be different, wouldn't it?
yeah, I mean,
they only
it
had to play
just-
2 or 3.
but
And then they were cutting them short because they only had 20 minutes
so
or
much
so.
time. Yeah. I was just disappointed. No. And she was making it vocal, and I said, "You don't like it?" And she said, "No." And I said, "Oh," and I just did a sad face, but really, she was right. It wasn't what I thought it was
Who
going to
said-
be
who said
either.
they didn't
My
like
friend
it?
Amanda.
Oh, okay.
She was like, she was all about it too. And of course, then you've got the controversy on how many people actually tuned in. So Google says only 5 or 6 million tuned in to Turning Point USA, while 131 million tuned in to
Super Bowl.
the Super Bowl. Now they're saying that like 20 million viewed it. Well, that might be true, but they didn't watch it during
Yeah, because you can
during
watch
the
it anytime,
halftime.
right?
They
it's
went
like our
back
show.
and
You can watch
watched
our
it.
show anytime.
So
You don't-
yeah, I mean,
you don't have
and
to. You don't
here's
have
the
to tune
thing.
in live. We want you to.
Those 5 or 6 million that were watching Turning Point probably went and watched Bad Bunny too. So I mean,
Well, that's it. Well,
it was gonna
we just did it
happen
kind of by
either way.
accident.
We just did it backwards.
But we did it, back to back, and I mean, and I didn't really have anything negative to say about the Bad Bunny, except like I said, I wasn't a real big fan of the twerking. There was like 40 women in
like
front.
that.
They were all.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that kind of
And
dancing anyway.
but
I
really,
just
I'm
don't.
telling you, Trish, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But after all I'd heard, but
But it wasn't great as it could have been either.
well, like I said, the music it was just mainly him singing, and it just didn't seem to. I don't know. I was expecting more music rather than just his vocals. And then, of course, I'm watching, going, wonder what he's saying.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I have
mean,
no
the
idea.
Super Bowl. Let's face it, it's a worldwide event, but.
No idea what's being said here. All right, it is 8:59. That is going to do it for us today on this Tuesday, February the 10th. Guys, you have 4 days, so you better get on it.
4 days.
4 days until Valentine's
4 days
Day.
what? For
I know,
what?
right? I know that's what you're doing.
No, I've got.
You got
I got
it.
plenty of time.
You got it. You got it. I know. Saturday morning, get up real quick, go to the Dollar General while she's still asleep.
I resemble that remark.
Most men do.
You know.
Most men do.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Sorry, I are one of those too.
Yeah. All right. Y'all have a
been
great
great,
day. Thanks for watching and listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Have a good